Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Hollow Knight, where in this episode I take on the Pantheon. Now, for those that don't know what the Pantheon is, it is a boss rush. Every fight you have in that is completely a boss rush. Now, I will admit, I had an incredible time with the Pantheon. It was probably the most fun I had when it concerned the Hollow Knight game as a whole, actually. I really, really enjoyed my time in the Pantheon. And yeah, it was just super fun. Super fun mode in the game, which you have to unlock. It is technically the DLC of the game. You have to unlock it. You know that's part of the course of it. But it is super fun. And I mean, it's super fun. I mean, like, really, really fun. And yeah, there isn't much to talk about other than it was just really, really fun. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a topic of conversation, as I have done for a while with these Hollow Knight commentaries, because there really isn't much to comment on, really. There really, really isn't. And, I have been bumbling my way through and trying to figure out what I want to say and all that kind of stuff. Whereas I, I've got sort of an idea, sort of. There's probably a lot more that I'd like to probably do in the game, um, especially now that as of the time of recording this video, I have finished the game. There is the quote unquote uh, ending which surpasses all of the others because you have to beat the Pantheon and all that kind of stuff. That is something down the line I may possibly do. However, I want to give Hollow Knight a huge break. I mean, it took it took a lot out of me to get through that game. It took a lot out of me. And I'm happy with where I've got. So with that, Hollow Knight for me for a while is done. And I won't be touching it again in a long time. But I will say that I did have a lot of fun with Hollow Knight, but it is a very, very platform demanding game. And it demands a lot of your attention and a lot of your time. Yeah, I know speedrunners. There are speedrunners for Hollow Knight, and they can beat the game in no time flat. Well done to you guys. I am not capable of doing that because my hands will not allow me to go that fast. So I applaud you guys for doing that. Me, on the other hand, I will just stick to my casual sort of playthroughs. That's what I'll do anyway. Um, so I'm going to choose a topic to talk about. And what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to go a bit more in depth with which I touched on a little with the Grand Blue Fantasy demo video that I did. So I'm not taking a step back. I'm not stopping recording. I'm just slowing down. And the main reason why I'm choosing to slow down on my recording is because I was trying to put out a video a day and that was not healthy. I was trying to make time every evening to do something, and it was not doing my mental health any good, and two, it wasn't doing me any good physically because I was always fretting, stressing over it, and trying to get things done in time, making mistakes, and it's not healthy. So I'm making the decision to slow down. So I'm recording as we speak. I'm actually I've just recorded a video, uploading that. Recording this now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this. I'm going to schedule this for like three days later. Like so, every 3 days is going to be now instead of just bam 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 every day, because I can't keep up with that. Mentally, I can't keep up with that, and it's a lot, and I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. There's a lot more I'd like to do, and it's it's just one of those things, I guess. I've had to make that call for myself, and it's also so I can also make time for my family. I don't get to see my family as much as I'd like to, and because I've been trying to do this every day, kind of thing, it stops me from seeing them, and it is having a huge impact on my mental health. And same with friends as well. Actually, I don't see my friends as often as I'd like to anymore, and because of that, yeah, I need to see my friends at some point. So this is me basically make trying to find time to do this recording, have time for to do the things that I need to do in life, and then have time for my own like self care, like my own mental health, my own physical well being, which is seeing my friends, even maybe going out and getting some food, all that kind of stuff. Uh, Breaking the topic for a second. This is the God Tuner. This is what you use to get into the Pantheon, which is you dream nail this guy here, and you're in the Pantheon. That's it. Then you go and find those challenges and you just do them. There's loads of challenges. You can even single the bosses out in the future. You can find that. But back onto the topic. So, yeah, I'm not taking a step back. I'm not stopping. I'm just slowing down. And I think it'll be healthier for me because I can then say, for example, with Persona 3 Reload coming up. Oh, I'm definitely going to be binging that. I'm going to love it. Where at the same time, I don't want to put out a video a day because that will just kill it off for me, and I don't want to do that. So if I record a good amount, schedule them for every 3 days, and then when I get time to do recording again, do it again. And then sporadically then it will just play out nicely. There'll be some content there for people to watch. It will feel a bit more, I wouldn't say relaxed, but I'll be more relaxed. And people they can watch other videos. You don't, I know for a fact on YouTube, you're going to be watching plenty of other content creators, right? I don't want you to not watch them just so you can watch me. That's not that's not what it's all about. It's just this is me just doing what I want to do, and I don't want you stopping from watching other content creators. That that's the platform is about sharing, and about sharing all of this fantastic stuff that we like to do. I like to play video games. I also like to write poetry and write fiction and stories. Have I had the time to do that? Questionable. Which that is something of my New Year's resolution is to try and make time to write more as well, which I really, really do want to do. So we'll see what happens with that. But we'll see. But this is me basically saying that I'm doing this for fun because I want to do it. And I don't want to kill it off for me because then it's gone. you know, and no one wants that. No one wants people to stop doing what they enjoy. Like, so that's why I've decided if I slow down, I will still enjoy it. Which is, probably the best out of the situation it is. Now, I know I said me there, but this will also be probably the same for the other members of the channel, which is Harry and Ollie. Now, Harry has been having his own issues of he can't find his Elgato card, even though I've been telling him to look for it. Ollie is going through his own issues at the moment as well, which is why he hasn't really uploaded. He's uploaded one video, but then he's had issues that he's need to resolve. And he will be uploading a huge System Shock video, if I remember correctly. And it should be about 2 hours long. It's going to be a big boy. So, Ollie's more about quality over quantity, where I've been like, well, I don't care about editing that much. I will just upload what I've got. Which is also a downside, because obviously, with these Hollow Knight videos, when I uploaded past a certain episode, they stopped having audio, which is absolutely dire. So this is why I'm doing that re-recording. I'm still not happy about that, by the way. Still not happy about that. So, yeah, that's a thing. That is definitely a thing, which I do not ever want to go through again. I shouldn't have to. I really shouldn't have to. But we'll see. We'll see how things pan out. Right. I've made sure that my mic is working, and it is. So we'll see how things go. Like, fingers crossed, it should just be fine. But yeah, so I'm slowing down. Harry will sort himself out soon. Same with Ollie. Ollie will be uploading regularly as well. And maybe our videos might clash, maybe they won't. I don't know. We haven't really decided on a uploading schedule, so to say. But even if the videos do come out at the same time, we've all agreed that this is a channel that we're just using to have fun and upload to. If we have some videos that upload on the same day, we have videos that upload on the same day. It is what it is. So we'll see from there. And I am having to make a comment about this fight in general with Hornet. Now, Hornet as a boss isn't hard. She isn't. But me being me, I can be a dumbass. And I make mistakes. I will always make mistakes. So, me being a dumbass, yeah, I get hit quite a lot in this fight. It's it's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, it is hilarious. And there's gonna be quite a few. Um, there's gonna be quite a few bosses in this game, which you'd look at and well, you struggled with this one. It's like, yep, I did, and there'll be quite a few because I don't know what it is, but sometimes the hardest bosses I find easy, and the easiest bosses I find the hardest. There is no middle ground. There is absolutely no middle ground. And I don't know how else to explain this. But yeah, talking about more stuff to do with the channel. We will be doing podcasts eventually. I know we've got one idea that we're working on, In fact, we did actually record it, but unfortunately, the audio that we recorded couldn't be used. It was way too quiet, and it's unfortunate because using my mic, which I thought I sorted out, but turned the gain down or something, and yeah, the audio wasn't usable with that, which is such a shame. So we'll have to re-record that at some point, and I won't talk about what the video is because we are saving that criteria for that podcast episode, whatever we call it. It's just a little something for fun. We'll see. We'll see. Um, Should be fine. I mean, all we need to do. Sorry, what did I get? All we need to do is just find some time to do it, and that's usually the problem that we have is finding time to do this stuff. But it's the case. It's always been the case with me and my friends is finding time. That's always been the hardest part. So I'm probably the easiest out of all of them so far. I have a job which is sort of like a 9 to 5 job. It you know, the time's there. I know what time I'm in work. I know when I finish. I never have to worry about that. It's Monday to Friday, done. Ollie doesn't have that luxury. He works in care. And because he works in care, his hours are all over the place. And Harry has insomnia. So he's another tricky one. So it just it just compiles on itself how tricky it is. Because it is quite tricky to get us all together and get stuff done. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult. And eventually we'll get there. Eventually. So it's like I said, with finding time, getting us all three together is tricky. Like, what was it? It's just the other day we finally got to see each other for the first time in really like a couple of months. Took a while. Took a while for us to even get to that position. But we try. We try. We at least try. There's no harm in trying. So yeah, eventually we'll get some more stuff and more content and other things to do other than just um, let's plays. Um, I do have an idea of um, Friday nights when I'm not doing D&D with another group of friends. Maybe getting the guys round and we play fighting games and stuff like that. Because we all like fighting games. We all like different fighting games, but we all like fighting games. So that might be nice. That could be cool. Something to do. Um, there's ideas. I've got ideas. Um, I'm just trying to think now. There's also like playing games that we're not usually used to as well. We could always like put some think of an idea and work along that. That could be fun. I reckon that could be really fun. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, just trying to think of anything else whilst I'm here. When it comes to content for the future, there's there's lots I could do. I need to write it down. In fact, I might get a notepad and write stuff down. I've got a pen. Ooh, I do. I'll write it down after I've done recording for this. So yeah, this episode is. I think it's going to be episode 26 on the channel. It's technically episode 27 in my recording, but the reason for that being is I swapped the episode 25. So the original episode 25, I've put made private. And the reason for that is, it is literally just me losing to Nightmare King Grim. Now, it would be a very boring episode because it is a straight hour of me losing to Nightmare King Grim. So what I've done is I've made it private, and when Ollie gets time and has the chance, I've told him, look, download that video and then you can meme it up. You can do whatever you want with it. Just have fun with it. It's don't take it seriously kind of thing. Just meme it up, have fun about it. Take the mic, do whatever you want, and we'll see what happens from there. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, I tell you what though, just this actually helps me get through the videos a lot quicker as well. Because after this episode, there is one, two, three. I think there's just four. I think there's just four left to do. And then that's all of them uploaded with commentary. So, yeah, we're getting there. This has taken a long time. And it's taken a long time because of me. And I'm not going to lie, doing this isn't exactly the most thrilling of parts of the hobby because I've already played the game. I'm not talking about what I'm doing. I'm literally just talking over a video of what I've already done ages ago now. Which, it really isn't fun. I will admit to you here that I am playing another game whilst I'm recording this. It's not a very hands-on game. I'm literally letting it play out right as we speak. But I am playing another game as I'm doing this commentary. I'll be transparent with you guys. Doing this commentary has not been on the top of my priority list. It has been, I need to get it done. However, it's not enjoyable in the slightest. I'd rather be playing the game and talking, and not play the game, then talk. No. It's also another reason why me, Harry, and Ollie have all decided that we are not streaming because we don't want our attentions diverted away from the stream itself. Because if there's a chat going on, people will talk in chat. We do not want that, and I am not stopping to play a game just to answer messages. I just want to play my games. That's just all I want. I just want to play my games and enjoy myself, you know? I just really want to have fun. But that's the point. So streaming, we've all decided unanimously that we're not going to do. If we do anything to do with streaming in the future, I reckon it'll be one of us playing a game and one of us talking to the chat. And that way, the attention is diverted and split. So the focus there can be focus on the game, there can be focus on the chat, and yeah, that might be an idea for the future. But I doubt it's going to be anything major. It would just be like a one-off kind of thing, maybe. I wouldn't pray for it. Put it that way. Don't get your hopes up. It's not going to be one of those. Um, it's probably not going to happen. And if we do it, it might be just like a Q&A or something like that. I don't know. That might be something to think about. But yeah, we move. And not to mention, I do have a huge backlog of games that I need to get through. And I mean huge. So many games that I need to get through. So many. And I don't think I'm going to get through them all. So, eh, we'll see how things go. We'll see. You know, eh. I'll try my best to get through them, but I've got Lords of the Fallen to still get through. I enjoyed what I played, but I haven't played nowhere near enough as I'd like to. I've got Hades, which I haven't even started. I've got the Atelier Riser games, 1, 2, and 3. I've got Gungrave, uh, Gungrave Gore, which I don't even know how far I am in that game, but it's not very far. I've got the Alan Wake Remastered, which I haven't even started. I need to finish off Star Ocean second story. I'm near the end of that. I've got Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Haven't even started that. There is loads. Oh, I've got RoboCop as well. There are loads of games that I've got and not been able to start or finish. And I mean loads. I do not have enough time to play them all. I just don't. And it is quite. What's the word I'm after? I wouldn't say upsetting. Yeah, I wouldn't say upsetting, but it's just. It is a little disheartening that I've got a lot of games to get through that I want to play, and I can't find the time to play them. So it's another reason why I want to get this Hollow Knight stuff over and done with. I never want to see it again. I am done. I don't want to ever see it again. So we'll see. We will see. I don't think anything's going to come from it, in all fairness. I don't. But, like I said, we will see. Um, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now, though. Brain is starting to have that moment where it doesn't know what it wants to do. So I will. Oh, I'm changing for that. Yeah, yeah. Right. Um. Yeah, my brain's having a moment. Just, you'll have to bear with me just a second. No, no. Let's try. Just bear with me. I'm like I said, I'm playing another game whilst I'm talking. All right, let's try that. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, I wouldn't bank on the streaming stuff. It's probably not going to happen. When it comes to us doing videos, I know I'm doing my Let's Plays. Ollie wants to go for more of a review sort of look at things, which is perfectly fine. How he's doing Let's Plays, but he's more looking at it from like a reviewer sort of standpoint, which is kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Me, I want to just do Let's Plays. That's fine with me. Harry, I think, is also going to do Let's Plays. I'm not too sure. He not too sure yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't see why not though. But we'll see what he does. Like he originally wanted to do like silent playthroughs, so where he didn't. There's no commentary from him whatsoever. But I've told him because he was afraid of saying something wrong. Was like I told him as long as you don't say particular things, you're fine. Swearing is fine. You know. Yeah, it's just you gotta know. You gotta learn what you can't say because he's one of those guys who speaks before he thinks. So we've had to. have a little talk with him about it and be like, because we'd, we'd rather him talk. So we'll see. We'll see what he comes up with. Because this channel was his idea. So I've told him that you're not being lazy, mate. You're putting some effort in. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, I'm running out of things to say right now. Um, I'm sure I mentioned that I'm still getting over a cold. You can probably hear it. I am very nasally. I am very, very nasally. And it is it's the flu and I've got a migraine to go with it, so my eyesight is terrible right now. Hey, it's really bad. Really bad. And I just want to get to a point where I don't want to feel ill like this. And this has been all through winter, I've been ill. And I hate it. I hate being ill. So, I've got my fingers crossed that after winter is over and we get into spring, my health will just be so much better. I am yawning again. Uh, yeah, I'm looking forward to ditching this cold weather because I absolutely can't stand winter. I really can't stand the cold. I hate the wind when it's freezing. I hate the rain when it's freezing. I hate snow. I just want it to be warm. I like hot weather. I'm one of the few people that actually adores summer in the UK. A lot of people can't stand it because it's a very humid place. The UK is in the summer, very humid. But me, I love it, and I want more. I just want more weather. I thrive in it. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, I should imagine that it won't be too long now. What is it? We're coming up to the end of January. Um, it might be something along the lines of a couple months, and then we'll be in like the middle of spring, and it should be fine. I can't see this winter being a long one, and I really hope it isn't. So I'm done. I'm done with this cold weather. I want to be able to just not be ill. Is the best way I could put it. I want to not be ill at all. Ugh. I was going to say something else, but now I've completely forgot what I was about to say. Um, I should probably give you guys an update on my situation. So, my apartment at the moment, I've been having troubles with my electricity and bills and bill providers and the energy providers and stuff like that, water supply and all that kind of stuff. That should all be sorted now, as far as I'm concerned. If I have any issues, I'm going to be raining hell on this electric company. Water's fine. Water's always been fine. In fact, if I remember, the water company actually owes me because I really don't use a lot of water at all. So that's good. Electric is the main bill of this apartment because the whole apartment's electric. There's no gas. It's just all electric. So that's the main bill. And I've been getting charged estimates for a longest of times. I was like, nah. I've changed to a top up meter very, very recently, and I unfortunately can't top up the meter unless it's a weekend. So I'm having to learn how much electricity I'm using in either a week or 2 weeks. That way I can be like, right, can I time this so I got electric for a week? How much do I use? How much do I need? Because there is one thing I've actually learned is like my electric heaters in the apartment use up so much electricity where I do not ever want them on ever again. They eat up so much electricity, it's unreal, and I never want them on. Never, never again. I had a friend over after we went out for one of my best friends' like birthday parties slash going out kind of thing. He came over. I put the heating on for him because it was quite cold. Um, those heaters were only on 6 hours. They used up £20 worth of electricity. After that, I was like, yeah, they are never going on ever again. I would rather just wear more clothes, layer up. I'm not doing that ever again. It is not happening. I will not do that ever again. I'd rather not. So we'll see how it goes anyway. We'll see. I can't see it being too much, but it's gonna be one of those things now. Now that I've cut out using a particular thing, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be as much anymore. So we'll see how it goes. Um, there were some complications with it as well because I've been trying to top up through the app that the provider has given me. The money I've been putting in has not been going onto the meter, so I've been having to put it directly onto the meter itself manually, which is a pain because I can only access the meter at the weekend. So it's just an absolute pain. We'll see how it goes, but definitely not impressed by it. Put it that way. So yeah, it'll be one of those. It'll be one of those things where you know, see how time plays out. I'm trying to think of anything else I can give an update on. Um, health, I am getting better. I'm almost over this flu. Um, hopefully it's sooner rather than later. I'm I'm actually due to have another load of these cold and flu tablets that I'm on. So I will probably get onto that very, very soon. Um, in fact, I'll wait till this recording's over and then I'll just straight up um, just have some because I'm well overdue for that now. Um, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Family issues should be fine now. I've been having my dad help me out with a few things around the apartment, same with my mum as well. We've had quite a few deaths in the family as well, so we've been like leaning on each other for it. It's been a tough time. I mean, we'll get there. It's been a tough time though. We're just gonna have to take things as to come. Um, move one step at a time. Take things slow. Take all the time that we need. You know, life isn't all about getting over things or getting instant recovery. It doesn't work like that. It really, really doesn't. My dad's going through therapy at the moment. I've had to go through therapy myself, so I know what it's like. He didn't think he needed it, but apparently he does. Same as me. Right, we are pretty much at the end of the episode, so I will end on a good note. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye bye.